Hi, I'm Bizhan.
I'm James Moffat.
And I'm a graphic designer and illustrator who works on The Little Redfish, finished Little Blackfish, which will be published this year by Rosarium Publishing.
I'm a writer and I work on The Little Redfish and I run Sink Swim Press.
The Little Blackfish is considered a political allegory. It was originally written by Samad Behrengi, who was a school teacher that also was a political dissident, and wrote this story, which he didn't get to see published until after he passed away. It was originally written in prose, and I decided that for my first attempt at illustrating comics, I would start with a children's story. I always wanted to do something about the Iranian Revolution, also utilizing fish, just like the Little Blackfish book, but this time as a political allegory of the Iranian Revolution. But I didn't feel confident in my skills as a writer, so when I met James at a book release event and read his collection of short stories, I knew that he would be a perfect fit.
Bizhan and I talked at that signing. He read my book and he reached out to me and asked if I wanted to be involved in this project, and I was like, yeah, let's do it. I don't know, I feel like I spent like a year after that just researching, and because I wasn't super versed or on the Iranian Revolution like going into the project, so I spent a long time just reading and finding other works and other stories about the revolution, and also just like reading a lot of the historical texts and historical context that Bizhan had provided me from some research that he had previously done, and eventually started kind of writing the comic.
I became involved with Rosarium Publishing because I met John Jennings at a lecture at Virginia State University that he gave. When he was there, I showed him The Little Blackfish, which he liked, and decided that he was going to share that with Bill Campbell, who also liked the book and asked me if I'd be interested in Rosarium publishing the work.
I met Bill at our Indie Comic Expo here in Richmond after, I think Bizhan had invited him after he had started working with them, and they came down and like tabled at our event, and we talked afterwards about like the Rosarium's involvement in Little Redfish and really hit it off, and that's kind of how I became involved with Rosarium. It's been fun. It's been really collaborative, and that's something that I've really enjoyed doing, and something that I also see a lot with Rosarium Publishing, like with their Facebook groups and with just Bill's energy and constantly sending us emails and being in contact with us. It feels a lot like a community, even though it's virtual, and it feels really collaborative.
All of us that are involved in this have this forum discussion kind of area where we can ask for input and just share things that we're working on, even if they're unrelated to Rosarium, which has developed a really nice sense of community. Some of us have met each other physically at different events, and that's been nice as well, as such as the Black Comics Festival in Harlem and the Locust Moon Festival in Philadelphia have been really great places to meet some of our fellow creators.
The Smudge Expo
that Matt organizes.
Yeah, that was awesome. And that was the first time that I got to meet some of the Rosarium folks in person. So that was super fun too. And it's a good group of people. Like, I've really enjoyed working with them. And I feel like I've learned a lot from Bizhan over the last couple of years working with this book, and also just watching how Bill runs his company, like how seriously he takes it and how professional he is with Rosarium. It's just awesome. I really love seeing that level of energy and that level of just like passion about what he's doing. Like, he's just on it all the time. That's cool to see.
And what's great about the publishing company, I think, is that most of these projects are projects that we care about, that we have some sort of personal connection to. You can see that with all the creators at Rosarium, that they're very passionate about their work, and they're very self-critical, and they're always trying to get better at drawing, always trying to get better at storytelling.